Hey, what's up, guys? It's Steph, and check out my shirt. It's Star Wars Day. I'm actually really excited for the Star Wars movie, and after seeing Matt Pat's film theory about it, I really want to see if he was right or not. No spoilers in the comments. No spoilers, please don't. I'm like actually really excited for this movie. Like, I'm so excited. So freaking excited. It's gonna be so cool. Yes. That was a tangent. We're not even talking about Star Wars today. We're talking about something much less exciting and something I've kind of talked about before, but because it's the end of the year and we're getting to that point, like, what's your favorite things about 2017? What's your least favorite things about 2017? What did you do? What did you see? You know, all that fun stuff. We are going to be talking about today my least favorite book of 2017 that I read. Doesn't have to have come out in 2017, but I read it in 2017, and I'm pretty sure you all know what I'm going to say because I made a whole rant review video about it. Spoiler alert in case you haven't seen that one or you're new to my channel. Hello, sorry this is the first thing you're seeing. If you didn't see my rant review of this book, I'll leave it in the icon and the description down below. But my least favorite book of 2017 was Children of Eden by Joey Graceffa. Yep, it's this one. I want to talk a bit more about the things I didn't and the reasons I didn't like this book in this video. And I'm also going to be doing something because why the heck not? It's cold. I really want to be warm while I film, so why not, as I'm talking about a book that I didn't like, put on a devil onesie to talk about it. Because reading this book was hell. 4 months it took me to read this book. 4 months! For something 200 something pages. How many? 276? 278 pages. Took me 4 months. I regret spending the $7 on that book. Okay, so Children of Eden. If you don't know the premise of this book, I will link to Joey's trailer, or movie, little book trailer he made for it. Kind of more of a movie trailer. Yeah, I will link to that in the icon and the description down below. But Children of Eden is a book about, it's this dystopian society in the future about when families are only allowed one child per family because of resources. Everything's limited. The earth was destroyed, and all that's left is this little community called Eden. You have the different rings of Eden. You have like the good rings on the inside and the bad rings on the outer side. You know, all that fun dystopian stuff. And then our main character is a twin who is a hidden twin. Our main character is a hidden twin who, I believe, what is she, like 17? For 17 years of her life, she's been hidden inside the walls of her house. She's never left. Nothing like that until one day she disobeys and goes outside, has a good old time, gets discovered. Everything becomes hell because she couldn't wait. If she had waited a few more days, she could have had these eye implants that would have made her part of Eden, because citizens of Eden have eye implants that register you to the city of Eden. If you read the book, it gets explained better. Honestly, the concept and some of the things in the world were actually really cool. It's one of the things that really, like, just when I look back on it, it's really disappointing to me that, like, it had such a cool premise and it had such an interesting, the hood fell. It had such an interesting, like, setup of this world, and there were things like with the algae, how they eat algae and grow algae to sustain themselves, and just other things about this world were so cool and so interesting to me. And I thought that was amazing, and it just became this missed opportunity by the time I was like halfway through the book. It's just there's so much in this book, like, I don't know where to even start. Another big argument about this book is the fact that Joey, whenever he talks about it, he really focuses on the idea. He wants it as a movie. He sees this whole idea as a movie rather than a book. And he's viewing it as a movie. Which, viewing something when you're writing as like a movie or film can work sometimes. The fact that Joey is so focused on it being a movie, he like It's like he forgets that it's not a movie yet, or who knows. Why doesn't he go to YouTube Red and be like, hey, I have a successful TV show, why don't you make my book a movie? That's a whole different subject, and I'm not going to get too far into that. But whenever he markets the book, he always talks about how, I want it to be a movie someday, I want to move to film, I want to do this, I want to do that. There's not much focus on the book, and maybe because the story isn't very well, maybe it's because he used a ghostwriter. I don't know. Even come on, Ghost Rider, you could have done better than this. There was so much that just didn't make sense. I just really didn't enjoy this book, and it sucks because I wanted to. I wanted to enjoy this book. I wanted this book. I waited a while to read this book too, and I was just thinking, okay, you know, enough time has passed. I've heard mixed things, so I'll check it out. And was it worth it? No, not really. It took forever. There's some points I just couldn't force myself through, and it took me so long to finish it. Can we also talk about the main character? I can't even think of her name. Rowan. Can we talk about Rowan for a minute and how she didn't listen to specific instructions that were very important to certain things? Spoiler alert! Spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. I am going to talk about a spoiler right now. If you don't want a spoiler, I will leave a time right here that you can skip to. Or I will also leave at the very top of the description down below where you can skip this spoiler. Because I need to say this. You have 3 seconds to avoid the spoiler. 2 seconds to avoid the spoiler. 1 second to avoid the spoiler. You had your chance. Now we're going to talk about it. Oh my god, when Rowan was going in to get the eye implants, they told her, specifically you have to lay down. You can't be... the movement is not good for the implants. We don't want to mess them up. You have to, stay relatively, still and not mobile for a few months. I think it was up to 6 months. And what happens now? She's running everywhere. They're sneaking into buildings. I get to have to move the plot along. You have to do all this stuff. And it was very, what's the word? It was very imperative that they go at that time that they were going because of certain events. I'm not going to go into more spoiler territory. But, I don't see why the eye implants didn't get messed up. Is that addressed in the second book? I'm telling you, I'm not reading the second book. I can't force myself to read the second book. I love you, Joey, but I can't do it. Does she suffer any repercussions for not listening? Not only that, from, not doing the eye implant thing, she also gets her mom, killed. Can we just talk about that? It's kind of low-key her fault. I'm really just complaining in this video. I'm sorry, but I hated this book so much. I had hopes for this book. Not the highest hopes, just hopes in general. And the love interest with, I can't even think of his name. There's a guy and girl love interest. Lark is the girl. I can't think of the guy. I just don't know. They're not very memorable. The only reason I remember Lark is because Joey's dog is also named Lark, so that's a reason. The way they were doing this love triangle, I get it. It was interesting to have, a straight side and the lesbian side. I get it. That was interesting how, because Rowan hasn't really been around people, it had the feelings for both people, both sides. It was an interesting concept. Having them fight, children. Toddlers who didn't get their way. Whenever they were in the same room with each other. They didn't even know each other. They didn't know about the relationship the other one had with the other one, but... It was so bad! There's just so much in this book. I can't even talk about everything because I'll focus on one thing and just get really mad about that and just talk about that, and then I'll forget about the other things I need to talk about, even if I did write it down. There's some things I surely forgot that I haven't, either I mentioned in the other video or I haven't mentioned in the other video. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I really wanted to. The ending, that's the last thing I'm going to talk about in this video. The ending I thought was very weak. She's free and suddenly there's an earthquake and she's captured and... Now there's that whole thing that leads into the second book, I guess. Really? An earthquake? Oh, shit. And then toppling, and then wakes up in a prison cell. Did you guys see it? Did you see the world isn't dead? I don't even want to put my time into talking about this book, but I don't know. Maybe I've thought about revisiting this book, but there's a huge part of me that's just like, you won't make it, man. It took you 4 months the first time because you got stuck. It should have been a short read. Look it's under 300 pages. Ugh. I don't know. I tried to like it. It's off-putting when Joey talks about he just wants it a movie. Did he even have passion for the idea? And using a ghostwriter, yeah, but I get he probably gave like the basic outline of the story, but he had to have approved what came out. Maybe if he does eventually get his movie, it'll be better. I'd hope it would be better. I'd hope to God it would be better, because I mean, the cover is really pretty too. I think the cover is very interesting. I love the colors of this book. The concept of the book was very interesting. It's just the execution of it I didn't like. The execution was an execution of this book. I just don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is that I'm not reading part 2. If you have read part 2, I don't know. I don't mind spoilers. Maybe if you're wary of, tag it in the comments if you're gonna say spoilers about what the second book is, and if it please God, say it gets better. Be sure to tag it though, and do like the whole like space thing, so people who don't want spoilers, who actually do want to read the book, they can avoid it, your comment if they want. Don't be a dick about spoilers though, but just, I don't personally don't care. Like I said, just make it so like, you use spoiler warning, and then like the thing where it says, so to see it, read it, you have to do the click more, you know? I don't know. This book is exhausting, honestly. I don't even know what else to say about it, man. This video kind of made me sad. I'm happy. I just got my Death of a Bachelor vinyl, the live tour vinyl. I was so happy, and now this book, talking about it, bummed me out. I was so freaking excited for today. Oh well, let's finish talking about this book, because I'm done. I'm so done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it was kind of ranty and negative, but we'll have a more positive video coming at you Monday, because I'll probably be talking about some of my favorite books of the year and other fun stuff, so we'll see what happens. And yeah, that's all I've got for you guys today. I hope you have a lovely day / night, and I'll see you later.